Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? This is this is me just being really transparent and sharing uh my experiences in my life as a single parent. I've been kind of a single parent um since my daughter was about 3. I did have a marriage in between there, but that ended fairly shortly, very quickly. Didn't last long. And you know, over the years, I've experienced like so many emotions when it came to being a single parent, understanding what a single parent is, navigating the emotions, navigating the change, navigating the ups and downs. And it was very difficult for me over the years. Um, and now my life, I have purpose and meaning to my life, and I understand life a little bit better, and I understand the fact that we can't make people do things that they don't want to do. You can't control people, and for so long I did that. I wanted to control the narrative of who, you know this person should be, and how they should interact with their child, and when they should spend time with them, and the discipline piece. And that became a struggle for me. I allowed that to consume me as a single parent, and wanting this person, my child's father, to share this responsibility. That was my goal. I wanted them to share this responsibility with me, um, so that they can understand what I was going through. And as I kind of navigated um, throughout my journey as a single parent, man, I went through a lot of things. I fought a lot of depression. I had a lot of anxiety. I was very short tempered. Um, it was a lot. It was a lot. And one second. It was a lot. And I didn't know how to deal with those big emotions that I had. I didn't know how to channel those emotions into something else. I allowed it to kind of consume me. And I understand, right, what single parents go through. I understand how tired they are, doing everything on their own, um, just trying to figure things out. How am I going to pay this particular bill? Putting food on the table, all the things, all the things I was trying to navigate as a single parent. And over time, I began to tell myself, it is okay to put myself in a position to have the support that I need to be around family that would help and support me, or B, slow down, slow my life down, move on a routine, move on a better schedule, seek therapy, be vulnerable, right? Be open about my struggles as a single parent. Because I was struggling really bad. And I didn't know what to do. Nobody could understand me. I didn't know who to turn to. I knew that other people were going through some of the same things, but sometimes you feel like it's just you, right? And that's how I felt. There were many times I felt like this is just I'm the only one going through this. This is horrible. Waking up, going to the hospitals in the middle of the night because you have an ill child, missing field trips, not being able to be present for certain events. All these emotions, right? All these emotions are happening. And I didn't know how to deal with it. And I fast forward to my life now. My daughter is 9 years old, and I'm now able to, I'm not going to say now, I have really over the last couple of years begin to just let things be, right? If that, my daughter's father doesn't, if he can't make it to a swim meet, or if he can't make it here, I don't dwell on those things anymore. I don't. And I've made that decision because my mental health is important to me. My mental is important to me. And I had to really start to let those things go and pray that things and the situation would get better. I had to pray, right? Some of the same things we all kind of go through when we don't really know what to do in life. We turn to our friends. Sometimes they there. Turn to family. Sometimes they there, right? Sometimes they not there. And I had to learn to turn to my faith, you know, in these difficult times as a single parent. And I understand because it's a very lonely road at times, especially when you are a mother to a daughter and you are dating and navigating in this world, and you can't really, I don't allow other people in our space, in our surroundings, in my home. That's just something I don't do. So navigating also kind of the dating world in the aspect of, you know, having a daughter and what that looks like for me. And I was actually able to do that. Like, I was able to date, I got married, and things didn't turn out the way I wanted them to. But that was really difficult for me. That was really difficult, not only for me, but for my daughter, and the transition that we were going through. That was very difficult. So a lot of the things that, you know, I experienced and dating and being married, and now I'm a single parent again. So I was going through a divorce. After my divorce, because I just knew this was it, y'all. I knew that we were going to be together. We were going to be a blended family, our family. You know, things were going to be good, right? I got the support I need. I got my loving husband, you know, and I went in with the mindset that my life is going to be a little bit more easier. And that was far from the truth. And I'm learning from my mistakes, and not desire so much support. Like, I need the help. It would be nice, right? Help is always nice. But figuring out other options, figuring out other ways to get the support you need, even if that means hiring a babysitter. I tend to take my daughter to the club events that she has at her after school program if they're doing like parent night. I always get her involved in things like that. Whenever they're doing things at the program, I get her signed up just so I can have that break, you know? So a lot of this is encouraging you guys to take a break. Try your best to find people that you love, people that support you, people that are in your corner, that can help you in times where you do feel like you're feeling overwhelmed or you're stressed out, because you will have those days. You're going to have those days where you're exhausted and tired. And the other thing I would share is that I had to tell my daughter to sit down. I had to tell her to kind of, hey, just, you know, I got some things. I got some arts and crafts for you on Saturday. You know, I got you a movie. Mommy needs a couple of hours, even if that's to take a nap, to fold some clothes, to do some of my own self-care. So I used to start telling my daughter just to chill, you know, just chill. You know, here's some arts and crafts and things you can do. You know, let me take care of mommy for a couple of hours, and we can definitely get into some activities. We can do some things together. I really had to start doing that, setting some boundaries with your children. I had to stop letting my daughter sleep in my bed every night because I needed that time. You need that time as single parents. You need that time. So I would definitely encourage you to ask for help, embrace those emotions, seek therapy. I'm a licensed therapist, and this is something I had to learn along the way, is to pull on my resources. Seek therapy. Reach out to people who are in your corner that can take your kid for a couple of hours, right? You can't do everything. You can't be everything to everybody. And I had to learn that as a single parent. So that my day is filled with work, taking care of my kid when I get home, making sure she's taken care of, I'm taken care of, And we kind of start this thing over every day. So, hearing my daughter's stories today, she had like 4 stories to tell me about school. And I love it because she's so animated and very serious about how her day is going. And I create that space for her. I create that space for her. I enjoy the fact that she comes to me and talks to me about anything. I think that's the beauty of me being in her presence 90% of the time, is that she is constantly sharing with me and expressing, how she's feeling. And I think that's the beauty of being a parent as well. Like, I love being a parent. It's great that I get to instill morals and values and build confidence, in my daughter. So I truly love it. I truly love it. So. And there's nothing else, that you can, that would replace that joy, of being a parent. There's nothing else there. I truly enjoy the work that I do with my daughter. My daughter's a swimmer. So on top of all my other things as a single parent, we're involved in getting them to extracurricular activities, getting them to after school programs. We go to church on Sunday. So our schedule is really full, right? So I keep her engaged. And as parents, as single parents, like, we have to really take care of ourselves, take care of our children, make sure they're mentally and physically well and in good health, and make sure that we're getting in those social connections. And I don't just mean any type of connections, meaningful connections, people that love us, that care about us, that can give value to us, meaningful connections, right? This is not an easy road, but it's a very rewarding road if we understand how to maneuver this single parent life. It becomes very much kind of like a routine, and where we know, but we're always learning every day, right? Something new, how to be a parent. I learned something new today about my daughter. Her vocabulary has just skyrocketed when she starts talking about all these stories. She's talking about consequences and all the things, right? So I'm enjoying, this stage of being a parent. It's not an easy road, but I would just encourage you to keep going. I know it gets tiresome. I know it's exhausting. Just keep going. Don't give up. Look at your motivation. Look at your purpose and what motivates you, and allow that to drive you. All right?